Hello. Hi, good evening to all of you. Welcome to JTC India YouTube live classes and Merry Christmas to all of you first before starting the class. Any questions, any doubts from the last class, from the previous classes? If you have any kind of questions, you can please ask. If any sort of questions you are getting from the previous classes, any kind of questions you are getting into that, you are most welcome. You can ask your any questions from the last previous classes. Well, am I audible to all of you? Reply me fastly. Merry Christmas, Rupak. Same to you. Come fast so that we can start the class. Already I am 5-10 minutes late. Okay. So, am I audible to all of you? Okay, and is it visible writing on the board? Everything is fine? If anything is there, please let me know in that case. Okay, fine. So, well, in the last class, I was talking about the literals. In the last class, I was talking about the literals, and that too, in that case, we discussed the string literal. The lastly what I was discussing is the string literal. Yeah, I have not given any example in the case of string literal, but yes, now today we will discuss the string literals examples also. And okay, next thing is that any questions any one of you are having from the previous classes, last classes, you are most welcome. You can ask your questions here in the comment box. You can write your questions in the chat box here so that we can start the further classes. Well, any questions, anyone? Kindly share these links fastly. Share these links fastly in your groups, because see, again and again, today is the Christmas day. So what I'm saying is that, guys, new year is going to come very soon, and 2019, right? So here what we are like, it's a entirely completely different approach what we have adopted in order to learn. And see, we are coming it regularly for your class. Yeah, in case some kind of technical issue is there, something is there, so that we cannot do anything, that is even not in our hand. But okay, everything is almost, other than that, everything is fine here, and we are getting a very good response even from you all. We are getting very good response, like the way we are getting the WhatsApp feedbacks, or in your comments on the YouTube. Even I have given my mail IDs. We are getting the mails also. I will just show one day all the mails, those whoever, what kind of questions you are asking. So it shows that you all across, means everyone is connected properly. You guys are learning it. But yes, definitely in that case, we will also feel more and more encouraged once you are asking questions. It's all about you only. So the time when you are asking questions, it feels good first. And we can make this classes sessions more and more interactive in that cases, right? So we will always, as I'm waiting for your classes, everything I'm doing it. So keep on asking your questions, guys. And most important thing, don't forget to like, share and comment, right? It is, and kindly share these all things in your groups, in your Facebook or whatever groups. It is your choice. My job is to tell you. So whether you are doing it or not, that everything is depends on you. And lastly, it is going to give benefit to everyone. It is beneficial for all of us, right? So in the last class, did you do you had any questions from the last class? Reply me in the comment box. I'm waiting for you all. Yeah, fastly, so that I can start writing some programs. Okay, no questions? Hope so there is no questions. While okay, no questions, fine. here first thing, in this first we have the string literal. What is that we are having is the string literals, right? So when I was talking about the string literal, the last class also I discussed something about the string literal, and today also as I am going to discuss something, I'm not going to give much time on all this. So very simple, in short I am just saying you that first of all string, whenever I am saying here the string, important thing what you need to understand from this string, anything which is enclosed within double quotes, hello, students, here this is one string class as I have written, one string objects as I have created, one string literal I have created, right? It is string s1 is equal to hello students, suppose I am writing here, fine. So like the way in most of the programming languages what we see and what we understand here is, what we are getting is that it is a, means here in case of Java, in Java, string is a class, string is a first, it is a class, this string is a class. It's not a something called as the primitive data type what we have. It is not something called as the primitive data type and all other sort of things. It is a class. String is a class in the where, in the case of string. In the case of Java, string is a special class, right? It is a special class in the case of. Now here when I am talking about literals, whenever as I am talking about the literals in the case of string here, in the case of string, whenever as I am talking about literals, so see anything which is enclosed within double quotes, anything which is enclosed within double quotes, we will be calling it as an string literal. Anything which is enclosed within double quotes, we will be calling it as an string literal. Anything which is enclosed within double quotes, we will call it. And now anything whatever you are writing inside the double quotes, that is what we will be calling it as an string literal, fine. Now if in case, let's say you are printing this s1, so the way whatever as it is whatever you are writing inside this, whatever you have given into this, the same thing it is going to give the output of this one, right? That is what the basically string literal is. Now in this double quotes, whatever this double quotes you are having, whatever this double quotes you are writing, in this particular double quotes, if any, in case if any escape sequence character is enclosed, if any escape sequence character is enclosed, then it will be showing its original value for what it has been created. Escape sequence character, let's understand what do you mean by the escape sequence character here. Escape sequence character is something like escape sequence character is something like, if I am writing here the new line character, suppose. So if suppose I am writing the string of s2 is equal to, let's write it here, let's understand it here. If I am writing here hi, see I am writing here new line character, right? Hi, again students, and /t I am writing again. What is that I am writing? /t I am writing into that. So /t whenever I have written here, we are writing here welcome to JTC live class, right? It is welcome to JTC live class. Here we have written these following things. What we have written? Well, now, so when you are trying to print all these things, definitely it is not going to print this one as it is, it will be giving you the new line. So output is going to be something like hi, in the next line it will come students, and something, this tab is going to come, and all other sort of things it is going to come. So this is particularly the string literal what we are getting. Now let's see some example of the string literal. String literal, some of the basic examples you can just have a look into this. What all the different basic types of examples are there into the string literal. So firstly, I'll just show you and then I'll be moving to the next topic into this. Here I'm going into that. Well, so YouTube live classes, I'm going into your YouTube live classes, and let's write one program for the string one here. Well, I'm writing some example for the string in this. Now you will understand one program I'm just going to write for the string class. What is that program I'm going to write for the string class into this? Here into that, first I'll be writing a class. I'm writing a class. Hope font size is fine for you. It is visible to everyone. Right. So class I'm writing, and in this class I just wanted to write, see, first string S1 I have written, and inside this string I have not assigned any value. Inside this particular string, as I have not assigned any kind of value here. Well, into the string S2 is equal to, well, I am writing here, see, I have not given any space between these two. Here if you will notice one thing, I have not given any kind of single space here. I have not given anything here. Well, string S3 is equal to, I wanted to write here one space I am giving here. See that here. String S4 is equal to, I am giving one tab here I have given into this. One tab I have given. String S5 is equal to, here now I am tab, one tab, one space I am giving into this here. Fine it is. Well, string S6 is equal to, in double quotes, hello I am writing here. Yes, we can write it. String S7 is equal to, I am writing very fastly I am writing here inside this. Let's say, hi students, how are you? Now I'll do one thing, I'll just copy the same thing as it is and I'm writing here. So let's say I'm writing 8, S8 I'm writing, and inside this, well, I'm writing here, what is that I'm going to write now? T I'm writing here. So the T, hi students something / T I have written into that, and next you will see that is the new line, you can write it inside this. Well, so I'm writing here into the new line it is. Fine. See, I am covering these all things from the prospect of OCJP, because in OCJP it is going to help you a lot it is going to help you in that case. Okay. Next, string S9 is equal to, well, I am writing some more things here. Something I am writing here. See, anything in the form of string, whatever, special character and all other sort of things as I have written in the double quotes, that is also one string here. Well, again the next case S10 I am writing, and in the case of S10, what next, as I just wanted to write inside this case, in S10, see here, C / program / user / file I am writing. This is also one string I have written into this. Well, now apart from this, again now S11 is equal to, we can write some more things also. What we can write here, some more things. Let's say if you just want to write something inside this, so say here, hi students, and see here, instead of this, the double quotes /U0022 I have written into this. Now you just have a look over all these things. I hope you will be getting the new things also into this. So I am just trying to display all the messages of all these things here inside this. So let's understand what we are writing here. Into this now, first, show in class hello I have written. Into this first, start from the S1 and let's copy and paste it here. So starting from the S1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I am writing, 8 I am writing. Now next one inside this 9, it's in 10. Well, 11 I'm writing into this. 11 I have written into this. Most of the examples which is there. And again, if something is there in your mind, you wanted to ask it, you wanted to again, here again I'm just giving here. What is the next I'm giving here? Let's say public static void main string of inside this arg as I'm writing here. Well, so I have written here the string of arg inside this case hello h1 is equal to new of hello and h1 dot. What is that h1 dot I'm going to write now inside this? It's in show method I'm going to write it here. h1 dot show method I'm going to write well inside this case. Fine. Here again inside this, after writing all this sort of things, let me save this. So I am saving this YouTube live class and with the name of jtc6.java well I am writing inside this, and as I have saved it inside this. This is jtc6.java. This example I have just saved it with the name of jtc6. And we will be again trying to compile this program. So e drive cd, and here you will just get the YouTube live class into this. So this I am just trying to print it inside this here. Well, inside this now I am getting here. What is that I am getting now? JTC6 I am writing. JTC6.java I have written inside this. When I have written Java and then again inside this JTC6 I am writing inside this. So you see the output what we are getting. After successful compilation, once we have compiled these all programs successfully, and then what you are getting the output here. See what output you are getting inside this. You need to understand, okay, one thing here. See, from you all I just want to ask. What I want to ask from, see, there is one side, there is what? See, one side there is the output, and second side what I have written is the input. Now my question to you all is, are you getting something what you were expecting or something what you were not expecting that you are getting here? Means I am talking about the output of all these things. If I am saying here something that is the output of all these things here, so C colon something program user file, all these sort of things as I have written here. So what you are expecting out of this? See here. Do you have any questions in this? See, I have just shown you both of the things. Both of the things is there in front of you. What is one thing is the different, what is that? The different string examples what I have written here inside this, as well as what is next here we are getting it is the output we are getting inside this, right? So one is the string examples as well as some outputs here. So if you just notice one thing into this case, what is that you need to understand here? See, the first one. When I talk about the first one, so since you have not assigned any value, so by default, the string which is there, by default, the string is there. So S1 is going to be considered as a reference variable. It is going to be considered as a reference variable, right? Because string is a class and S1 what you have created is kind of reference variable. What is reference variable? More elaborately, we will be discussing in the upcoming classes. Fine? Means that topic will come here. Now here the important thing is that what is the important thing here now? Here the double slash you have given. Here you have given the double slash, but in output as such you are not getting the same thing here. Can you tell me what is the reason behind this? So here you are not getting the same thing. Whereas if you in your program you have written something different. Yes. Can you reply me fastly? Like see here something C program user file something you have written into this, and then approximately you are getting something here different thing here, right? So can you tell me why here it is a double slash and as such we are not getting the same thing in the output also? Can you please reply? Any answers? Here we are getting the two things we are getting here. Double slash which is there, right? And since we have the double slash, so in that output is the single slash itself, it is coming here. Any answers from anyone? Okay. No answers. Okay. See what happens first. Okay, one more thing here. One more question I am just asking to you all. The question what I am asking is, see, if I am writing here double slash, if I am writing here only the double slash I am writing. Whenever I am writing here the double slash and associated with this at the last, I am just going to get the values of this one. Here I am just writing the S12 something like this I am getting here, right? S12 I am getting here something called as the S12 inside this cases, right? Can you tell me exactly what output value we are going to get here? What outputs we are going to get it inside this? Any expected answers? Anything what you are guessing? You can guess something. No idea. Okay. See, first thing is that, I'll be just compiling it in front of you here. I'm compiling it in front of you here. See, what did we got the output here? If you'll just understand the output here, so we got something different. The output what is there is only a single slash what I am getting inside this cases here, right? Only the single slash as such I have got it inside this. Why it is so? Why it is only the single slash? See, in Java here, if anything which is starting with the single forward slash, it is going to consider what it is going to consider, that it is a escape sequence character sort of things it is. It will consider that it is a escape sequence kind of character it is, right? But when you have written the double quotes, so first one will just tell that no, the second one is not the escape sequence character, and that's the reason here it is printing only 1. But at the same case, if I am writing S13 is equal to, let's say, I am writing this one here, and S13, you just focus on S13 here. What is the S13 here inside this case? So well, now I am just running it. So well, I'll just run this program now. Here, see, S13 I am trying to print out here. I am just trying to print it out S13 inside this case here. So whenever as I am doing the S13, well, I am just writing it, compiling it, and after the compilation JTC 6 I am doing it. You got the output here. The both slash we are getting here, the double forward slash we are getting inside this case, right? Two things we are getting here. Two things. What is that? We are getting it inside this here. Two things as such we have got it here. One is this one, and then next one is this one what we are getting here. In this both, this is only the basic difference in the backward slash it is considering as a sequence of characters, whereas in the forward slash it is considering that it is a escape sequence kind of character. Now if you will see one thing here, what is that one thing you just need to understand here? /U0022. So see, as I have told, as already discussed here, what we have discussed, see here, let's understand it in this. Already what we have seen is that in case of Java, or what is that Java which is there, it follows, what it follows? Java follows the Unicode character set. What is that? It follows Unicode character set. It follows the Unicode character set. It is something called as the Unicode character sets what we have. Okay. Now, if I am saying here, if I am asking you Unicode character set, what is the meaning of Unicode character set? Like the way we have the ASCII, it is there again in the Java. So, it is a 16-bit Unicode character set. What is that? 16-bit Unicode character set we have here. Fine. Now, when we are having this 16-bit Unicode character set, whenever we are having this 16, so any Unicode, see, anything, suppose this is your Java program. Let's consider this is your Java program. You have written here class A, you have written inside this. Now you are writing word of M1 method, you are writing few more things you are writing inside this. Some things you have written inside this particular class, right? All this sort of things you have written inside the class. Now whenever it is going to read, whenever it is going to compile, so at last, these all things your compiler is going to read in the form of Unicode itself. It is going to read in the form of what? Unicode itself it is going to read here. So everything, whatever it is there, it is going to read in the form of Unicode. What it is reading? Unicode. It is reading everything in the form of Unicode. So either you have written CLASS, right? So for this also it will be converted into the Unicode. So how, like suppose if you want to write alphabets, English characters you want to write, so how it will look like? Either you write capital A, B, C, something like that you are writing, or if you will say in small if you want to write something, so how you will write in the small, which is small a, b, c, like that you will write till z. Fine. This is the different way. In Java, whenever as I am saying here, that something called as the Unicode here, whenever as I am saying something called as the Unicode here, so it starts with /u. What is that? It starts with /u. Any Unicode which is there, it starts with /u. Anything, whatever the Unicode we are having, it starts with /u. So in that case, suppose, so what is that here? If I am writing here something, what is that I am writing? Let's understand what I just wanted to write. In this, if I am writing string s1 is equal to, in double quotes, what I wanted to write here, suppose, say, so this double quotes I have written here. What is that? Anything if I am writing inside the double quotes. Hello, suppose I am writing hello JTC students. Something I am writing here, JTC here, hello JTC I have written here, or something like that we are writing again inside this. Okay. Now this double slash which is there will internally it will read in the form of /Unicode it will read. So can I write, my question is, can I write instead of, see, why you are writing these all things? It is a high level language. It is a high level language which you can easily remember, which you can easily understand, you can easily write it. That is the reason you are writing the double quotes you are writing, right? In double quotes, whatever is there, you are writing. You are writing string, you can understand all these things. That's the reason you are writing in the English way, in the English form, so that you can understand the things. But at the same time, every sort of thing, whatever as such I write here, that all will get converted in the form of Unicode here, right? So similarly, if double quotes I am writing, so if it is the double quotes, so see here, I am writing /u 0022. 0022 since you have written, so this is the, I am writing Unicode here. This is what I am writing is the Unicode here. So whenever as I have written here, in this format the Unicode I have written, so it will not get converted again. Means this is the Unicode you can say. You want to write it here also? Well, you can write it /u 0022. It means that it is there within the double quotes. It means that only that it is there in the double quotes. And now most of the time, sometimes whenever it is asking, whenever what it is doing, it is asking in a OCJP and all exam. So students will get confused what they are writing exactly. So at least what they're trying to do is they're trying to test out your basic skills also. It is trying to test out the basic skills also, what you are actually going to do. Already Akshay Gupta, I am keep on covering the 8, 9, 10 and 11, all these things parallelly I am covering. Like already I am using JShell into that. Whatever new comes into the new versions, topic by topic I am keep on telling that here, right? And in that case, if you are guys are getting any other questions, then you can okay. So if any other question is there, you can please ask. If any other kind of questions is there, you can please ask. In this, if any kind of question, any doubt is there, you can please ask. No questions? Okay. That is what the string literal is, and hope you are getting it. What is the string literal, how it works, what all the basic processing of this all string literal and all other sort of things, it is there inside this. Now here, so hope you are clear with all these concepts here. This is the string literal concepts again inside this case. So this is what you are getting here. I hope this all you are clear with the examples. You are clear with all that, right? Any questions you are getting in this, you can just see this here. In this, if any kind of questions you are getting, any doubts you are getting, you can ask. Okay, fine. Well, so hope you all are okay with this. Now, let's see that here. Let's have a look on the other things. So I have just shown you the examples also. In book I have given more and more details and more number of examples I have given into this. Fine. Now here next, from Boolean literal. What is the Boolean literal? It's a very simple one. These all things are very simple one. You can understand in one shot itself what is the Boolean literal, right? It is. So in this book I have given all these things here, all the sequence which I am following here from this book itself I am following. So you can just go through these books also and properly which is there here. Now again into this one here, what is the next thing we need to understand here? What is the next thing we need to go it in the another way? First, here I am talking about the Boolean literal. Boolean literals. Today I will complete this topic Boolean literal, and I have given this time because from the Boolean literal few questions will always be there, and it is going to be again the important one again inside this case. Here suppose if I am writing, see Boolean is what? It's a primitive data type. So I am writing here Boolean B1. I am writing here Boolean B1. So if you have first Boolean written like this, so the default value of the Boolean is what? Is the false. False is the default value of the Boolean. False, whenever you are writing something like this, false is going to be the default value of any kind of Boolean, whatever you are writing here. Fine. Next thing again, when you are writing Boolean B2 is equal to, let's say, see, so I am writing here the true. Well, we can write it. Here Boolean of B3 is equal to, let's say I am writing here the false. We can write this also. Both are correct. No issues at all. No problem at all. But at the same time now, Boolean of B4 when you are writing, and if you are writing here true in the capital letter, if you are writing true in the capital letter here you are writing Boolean B4 is equal to true. So this will not be okay. We cannot write this one here. There are only two types of Boolean literals, two Boolean literals. One is small true and second one is the false. Other than this, if we are getting anything, so that is not going to be the proper Boolean. Now again, if I am writing another concept, if I am writing, suppose Boolean of B5 is equal to 0 I am writing. So this is also not okay. We cannot write this one here. 0 we cannot write, Boolean of this one is equal to 0 we cannot write. And again Boolean of B6 is equal to 1 if you are writing, so this is also not allowed. Like in some of the programming languages this concept is there that if you write 0 means false, 1 means true, something like, nothing is there in Java like that. Boolean means only true and false. These all things which is there is not allowed in the case of Boolean literal. Hope it is okay for you. Any questions in this? If you have any questions, any doubts, you can please ask. Any questions in this? If you are getting any questions, any doubts in this, you can ask. Right, if any questions, any doubts you are getting, you are most welcome, you can ask your questions. Right. Now the next one again inside this, the next thing what we are trying to do here is the next literal is what? Say here. Next literal is what? Next is that, few more things as I am explaining you here. What is that? I am going to explain you, just have a look. In the binary literal, binary literals. Previously in Java there was no concept of the binary literal. Previously in Java there was no concept of the binary literal here. In Java there was no concept of binary literal in Java. Getting my point? In Java there was no concept of called as the binary literal, right? So if I wanted to represent some binary number, something like that in Java, so how I am going to represent all that things, how we are going to do all this sort of things here. Octal was there, but in Java the concept of binary literal which is there is not available into that, right? Here next one again inside this, if you will see, so this binary literal concept which is there is introduced from binary literal concept which is there is introduced from binary literal concept is introduced from Java 7. Java 7 it is introduced. Binary literal which is there is introduced from Java 7. So what is that binary literal? Suppose if I'll ask you one question, already in previous classes we have discussed about all that. So suppose in this case if I am writing int of I1 I am writing here. What is that I am writing? Int of something called as the I1 I am writing. I1 is equal to 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 I am writing here. These all are the different types of binary values I have written here. At the same time now I am writing one more thing here. Int of I2 is equal to 1 1 0 1 1 0 1, something like that we have written here. Fine, like that we are getting here. So int of I2 is equal to 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 something 1 you are getting here, right? Here in this case also you are getting something like this, in this case also you are getting something like this. Fine it is? Well, my question to you is, what is the I1, what kind of literal here this one is, and as well as what kind of literal here this one is? Can you please tell me, reply me fastly in the chat box? Yeah, please reply me. What kind of these both literals are? Anyone else? Any questions in this? Very good. See, the first thing is, when in the first case, when it starts with 1, it is, first of all, remember it, it is not the binary literal. This both what we are talking about is not the binary literal. It is not going to be the binary literal. Remember this. This is not the binary literal. And this is also not the binary literal. So what it is a decimal literal, and this one is what now? Octal literal. This is the decimal literal and this one is the octal literal. Hope you are clear with this, right? It is okay. So in Java, we were not having the concept of what? Octal literal. Binary literal. In Java, we were not having the concept of binary. So it is introduced from Java 7. So how do we wanted to write the binary literal? How we wanted to write the binary literal? What is the way of writing the binary literal here? So the first one, when I am writing here, int of I1 is equal to, what is that? Int of I1 is equal to, inside this case, 0 and capital B 10 10 00 1110, something like that you can write it here. This is one form. This is one way of writing it. This is one way of writing it. Fine. At the second way, if I am writing int of I2 is equal to 0 small b, 0 small b I am writing here. 0 and small b I am writing. Whenever I am writing 0 and small b, again 0, 1, 0, 1, something like that you can write. But remember it, either you can write in the capital B, or you can write in the small b. Both you can write in the same manner. There is no problem at all in either in this or in this. Both you can have in the same manner, in the similar manner. There is no doubt at all, right? But it should be, if I'll write here int of I3 is equal to 0b, let's say 10 11 100. Suppose if I am writing 2 1 1 I am writing, so this will not be allowed. This is not allowed. Why it is not allowed? It is not allowed because here 2 we are writing, and it is the non-binary number. It is the non-binary number what we are writing here. This is not, it is not the non-binary number. We cannot write this non-binary number here in between this. So whenever if it is there, and now let's say when we are trying to print all these things, so it will be giving output. It is going to give the output in the form of decimal number. Decimal number itself, simple number, this octal will get, this binary will get converted to the other one, right? So this is what we have, that is the, what kind of literal it is? It is the binary literal which is introduced from the JDK 1.7 into this case, right? So mostly you can say here, the most of the types of literals is the, we have completed it. Today is the last class of literals, and tomorrow onwards we are going to discuss, you can say, the operators we will be discussing, and operators is also a very, very important topic from the prospect of OCJP again inside this, right? So if you are getting any questions out of all these things, if you have any doubt in that from the literal, and then you can please ask any questions if you have. If any questions you are getting in this, you can please ask. Any questions? Literals mostly we have completed. Literal, most of the things we have completed in the literals, and then further we will be proceeding on the next topic in that, and that is the operators. Mostly operators and all we will be starting again from the tomorrow onwards. We will start the operator, right? It is. So if any questions any one of you are getting, you can please ask. Any questions any one of you are getting, you are most welcome. You can ask any sort of questions in this. So how is the class? Means you are getting fully, properly, everything you are understanding. See, there is the issue of light. वी नो लाइट का थोड़ा सा इशू है, थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है लाइट का, बट ये कुछ सेटिंग का इशू आ रहा है, सो दैट शॉर्टली वी विल सॉल्व इट आउट. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट होप सो कि आप सबको दिख रहा होगा जो मैं बता रहा हूं यहाँ पे, जो मैं कुछ करवा रहा हूं वो भी आपको क्लियर है, उसमें कोई इशू नहीं आ रहा है ना. तो इन सारी चीजों में कोई दिक्कत है, कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो आप बताइए, है ना. और कोई क्वेश्चन है, कोई डाउट है, कुछ भी है, आप उसको मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आप इसको हैप्पीली इसको पूछ सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं. ठीक है. यस, सो एनी क्वेश्चंस, एनीवन? ऑल आर एंजॉयिंग क्रिसमस टुडे? चल, what is S3 and S4? I don't remember at this time, right? Because I have written it previously. And okay. So any other question anyone is getting? No questions. Fine. So Christmas celebration is going on for all of you. It depends. It depends. The question what he is asking is, see, there is one question is coming in the live chat. One question is coming, good question. The question what he is asking is, see, the question is, if I am writing here byte of b1 is equal to 0b111001, whatever some value you are giving it, so will it be allowed in the byte or not? Is it allowed? Please reply me. Will it be allowed or not? Yeah. Fastly. Good question. See, depends it. What is it? Depends it that after conversion of this binary, when it is getting converted to the decimal, so at that time whether it comes under the range of byte or not. If it comes under the range of byte, it is allowed. If it is not coming under the range of byte, it is not allowed, which means that minus 128 to plus 127, if it is there under this range, it is allowed, or else if it comes out of the range, it is not allowed. It will give that is the larger value or something like that it is going to give here. Fine. Anything else? Any other question? So आप लोग थोड़ा सा इसे अपने फेसबुक पेज पे शेयर करो, व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर करो, अपने जो कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो अपने ग्रुप्स में शेयर करें, क्योंकि आपके फ्रेंड्स को भी इसका कुछ बेनिफिट मिल सके, क्लासेस का जो चल रही हैं क्लासेस, राइट इट इज, एंड बाकी की चीज़ों का. तो ये आई थिंक अच्छा होगा, है ना. नहीं तो आप ज़्यादातर लोग आप ऐसे समझ रहे हो कि नहीं बस मैं ही अटेंड कर लूँ, बाकी दूसरे को पता ना चले कि फ्री में और भी कोई पढ़ रहा है ना, ऐसा. सो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. आप इसको शेयर करिए एंड अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करिए, बाकी का कोई हो और उसे मीन्स अवेयरनेस एक दैट यू शुड float it between your friends group and all other whatever it is. Fine. So thank you guys, thank you for coming for the today's live class, right? And next tomorrow onwards we will be discussing the operators. It is again going to be a very important topic. Approximately 2 days we will be taking in the operators, or if required, and we will try to again increase something hours of the classes also. So we'll see operators also. And this is also a very, very important topic. And once these all topics are going, we will be having the live test here. We'll be having the live test in this cases, right? And those who have not subscribed yet YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it, share it, like it, do it, whatever you are doing it. And अभी आपने like नहीं किया है वीडियो को तो अब like भी कर दीजिए जाते जाते, ठीक है? So okay, we'll see it tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Good night to all of you. Merry Christmas to all of you.